eggs, I'm 3 rocks, I give a... Shut up! He's also very good at version.
That was Steve Carell in Bruce Almighty.
Saw this on YouTube. You saw a very good version because Gabriel Whedon's like, see full on version of this and another.
Oh, I just bit my teeth. How do you do that?
Channel membership,
How do you bite your own teeth?
Go check that out. And at the end part, we're talking the movie and reviewed. Okay. Let's finish this movie, huh?
Okay. Somebody step on that demonic thing.
The white guy?
Could be a dirty bomb. I'm not sure.
It is.
No one is. Shut up.
It has cesium.
I'm Bob. No doctorate.
All right, Bob.
Great, Bob. Can we just see every white person get shot in the head, please?
அந்த பாம் மேல ஒரு ஃபோன் இருக்கு பாத்தல அவங்கள யாராவது அந்த ஃபோனுக்கு கால் பண்ணா அது டெட்டனேட் ஆயிடும். We need a Faraday shield.
Lazarus effect! Now he's dead because you shot him in the elbow.
You shot him in the head.
He did? Oh, looked like he shot him in the elbow.
Hey, you can't go in there.
Hey, she's with us.
Thanks, Bob.
நீ எங்க போற? We need a Faraday shield.
It'll be here in 5.
ரொம்ப லேட். அதுக்குள்ள யாராவது கன் ஷாட் சத்தம் கேட்டு பாம்பை ட்ரிகர் பண்ணலாம். It might be too late.
Holy shit.
Apparently it's called a Faraday cage.
It's to block radiation.
Or Faraday shield.
Maybe.
It's an enclosure used to block electromagnetic fields. A Faraday shield can be formed by a continuous covering of conductive material.
Gotcha.
Podo. Nipo.
Nipo.
இல்ல.
Illa.
உங்க கூடயே இருக்கேன்.
Odia kariya.
If you don't mind.
I do.
I'm sorry. எதுல இருந்து பழச்சு வந்தா இன்னும் விவரமா சொல்றேன்.
Ooh.
That's fun.
That's gross. I was wondering what it was.
See, detonate now.
Assalamu alaikum, Omar bhai. Abbasi sattadu.
Thank God. இதோட முடிஞ்சது.
இல்ல, முடியல. ஒண்ணு ஒமர் சாகணும். இல்ல நான் சாகணும். அதுவரை இந்த கதை தொடரும்.
He's our only live agent. விசாம் இந்தியன் சோல்ஜரா இருந்தான், இருக்கான், எப்பவுமே அதுவா தான் இருப்பான்.
Coming soon to India.
Yeah, you could talk about a tale. I mean, not really even a tale of two halves.
No.
Like 3/4.
3/4. That's the last act.
Last act. Well, big time was because they heavily focused and relied for some reason on white or not even all white American actors in the god awful writing. That's a big problem with it.
Yeah.
I didn't like that they ended with just a big flashback of exactly what happened at the
awful.
end. I didn't like that at all.
Me too. Don't like it at all.
It's
the last act.
Yeah.
The last like 30 minutes of it was just like, were you making the same movie?
I feel like you could have cut out like almost every single part of that had an American speaking in it.
Absolutely.
And either had them not speak or just cut it out completely, and the movie wouldn't have changed at all.
Yeah.
I understand that they had to because they were in New York, so they probably had to work with the FBI and all that. But I don't know who your writer was, but if it was you, Kamal, fire yourself from writing English dialogue.
So bad.
Which is unfortunate because like the predominance of the movie I really enjoyed.
Really enjoyed.
And like,
but for me, like it went from being the first 3/4 of it for me was a gold with a blue diamond.
Yeah.
And then that last act turns it into a film that I just enjoyed. I wouldn't watch it again because of the last act.
Yeah.
I would rewatch. It's like for Patan, we've talked about this ad nauseum, where we liked the first half a lot and the second half we didn't like whatsoever. Mm-hmm. This for me, this for me is a bronze in total, but it's a disappointing bronze because it could have been a gold if you just didn't do what you did. And I get it. Like, it's really annoying to see the continuity problems of snow on the ground in one frame and no snow. And but I get it. You're filming in New York. The only way you're going to guarantee yourself no snow on the ground is to be filming for the time you're there at a time where there is no snow, and you probably didn't have that option.
might have been a
Still,
reshoot as well.
yeah, still they may have had to do reshoots, but still, I just don't know how you can, especially someone as seemingly caring of details, that aspect of it, along with the terrible, terrible acting. And not just by those guys. Everybody who was an American was, except Braun, who wasn't an American, was just awful.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's hard to tell if it's just the bad actors because obviously I'm sure they weren't union. By that we mean SAG, Screen Actors Guild, which means you are a professional actor. You've done things. That's how you know you're. I mean, it doesn't mean everybody in SAG's a great actor. That's not what that means. But
No.
you also if you're in SAG, that means you in America you have to be paid a certain amount, which is obviously why most Indian productions don't, because it's quite a bit. Like a lot of times, it's what they sometimes pay their stars a little bit.
Yeah.
Not like Shah Rukh Khan's or but like
It doesn't have to be. It depends on the actor. Like if you hired comparatively, it's expensive. You better have them. That role, the role of the main FBI guy. First of all, he didn't have to fly anywhere, so you didn't have to pay him any airfare, which is a huge part of the compensation. Just having to cover the airfare from the United States to India if you're filming in India. Mm-hmm. But there's no reason why you couldn't get an actor under the one. Oh no, it wouldn't fall under the one world.
yeah, because
Because you filmed in the United States.
yep,
So you'd have to pay scale on a budget.
so everybody was non-union.
You'd be paying him a lot of money if you got a SAG actor comparatively, but you get what you pay for, kids.
Yeah, on top of the fact that if this is dialogue that was written by either Kamal or
But he had
whoever
a team
else,
with him, so he may have handed that off.
hire different people.
Yeah.
Because it was all stupid and
Pointless sometimes.
pointless and not natural. in
Right.
how
Just not
people
natural.
speak.
No.
Especially in a professional setting like an FBI. I know they sometimes have to dumb it down for some audiences to understand what's going on, but it's really unfortunate that I have to talk about the last act because the first, like as you said, 3/4 of the movie I thought were really, 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 even though it did have issues, especially for like some dated issues and some stuff like that, but I could forgive a lot of that because it was very entertaining.
I thought it was excellent, and some sound design that's the blue diamond for me is sound design.
Yeah, sound design. Some of the set designs were really good. I thought Kamal did a really good job. The fight choreography was
Considering their budget, visual effects were off the chart for the time.
Yeah.
2013.
I mean, so they probably filmed it 2011, 2012.
Yeah. Really, really good.
Almost.
And for the most part, very believable. They didn't do anything hokey. I believed these guys
Until the end.
were members of Al Qaeda.
Yeah.
I did.
All the hokey stuff was FBI for some reason.
And it lost the connection. There was such a really good personal connection between him and Rahul Bose's character and Jaideep's character.
Yeah.
And it just that all just kind of fell by the wayside.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's kind of funny because I thought until the last act that the direction by Kamal himself
thought it was great.
Was really, really, really nice.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
It
really feels like it was put in the hands of somebody else in that last 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Right.
You guys can let us know if you're not American.
Or if you were involved in the production, that would be awesome.
Did the end with all the Americans bother you? I'm aware that for a lot of Indians, it doesn't bother you like it bothers us. I'm well aware. That's been well documented. People are like, stop caring. I was like, it's just
never going to stop
difficult.
caring about it.
It's difficult, especially when there's that many for at least 30 minutes of the film at the end, which is when you really want to be invested in the film. It does have a sequel, and I have not heard anything good about it. Like, it didn't.
I wouldn't be interested based on the way it ended.
Yeah, it was. A lot of people really obviously enjoy this one, but even Tamil people were like, it was very, very disappointing.
I would absolutely tell somebody, say, hey, if you want to see a really solid effort in creating what feels like a Hollywood espionage military thing that's like 9/11 based.
Yeah.
Watch this, and then once they're in New York looking for the bomb with the FBI agents, just stop watching.
Yeah, yeah, and it's unfortunate because I was looking forward to
me too.
As past the interval, I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun to talk about.
Yeah,
this is gonna be great. A lot of interesting things. There's some good, some bad, some really, really good. And so I thought it would be a really interesting review. And then it's just unfortunate that it fell off. I mean, it's mostly because you relied, and you never should, in an Indian film, white actors.
No, or writing for so all through the film, everything they're doing, representing Al Qaeda, representing Muslims. They weren't doing anything stereotypical or cliche. They weren't also doing anything that was inherently demonizing. Which, talk about an easy target.
Yeah,
they didn't demonize them at all.
Yeah,
and made it very. I thought the whole moment where they got in the cave and they reveal Osama, he did a great job of being far enough away. You knew who it was. You felt like they were really in the caves talking, and there was Osama.
Yeah.
And the story of what they wanted to do and how they wanted to do it. The training montages looked like Al Qaeda training montages.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, to have a moment where you have them talk about the two moments that were just where she's being interrogated. It says, well, my God has 4 hands. And then how do you crucify him? What the hell was that?
Yeah, it was very dreadful. Why,
dreadful.
Why in such a...
For such a good movie.
A serious style of a movie.
Right.
Even though, yeah, I know they had a couple of jokes in the beginning and funny things. But in your climax, to put hokey, weird, like stupid American jokes that work for the FBI, like they would ever ask those questions. One, you didn't even need it.
Nor did you ramp up the sense of impending doom about a nuke going off in the middle of New York City. I didn't feel the impending doom to justify the FBI director unbelievably saying, thank God that's over. It did not resonate with me that we were really dealing with a potential catastrophe in the city. Nor, I mean, the pigeons falling. We saw a few of them in front of a building, and that was about it. And a couple in a park versus they weren't all over the city. It just, so much of it just felt like, what the... I literally was thinking to myself, what happened here?
Yeah.
How did it go so far off the rails in the last 30? Because the first 3/4 of it was
really nice.
Gold level, exceptionally good filmmaking.
Yeah, it's very
weird.
Very strange how Kamal, this is his baby.
Yeah.
He wrote, directed, acted.
Produced.
This is his baby. And whose ever decision it was to do the that's the biggest,
and leave it in.
That's the biggest issue, is the fact that what you did with the American FBI,
with writing and acting,
and acting, and relying on that so heavily for your final act,
and also not really having as solid a through line for our story to reach its climax. It kind of like the climax just kind of went scattershot.
Yeah.
Compared to everything was so focused and solid and moving.
Was it supposed to be one movie and they split it up?
I don't know.
The ending felt weird too. The
ending felt like
compilation of and here's exactly what happened.
The ending felt like they were sitting and said, so when we end this, rather than complete our story, we have to set up the sequel.
Yeah. Very strange. I know a lot of people have been waiting for that. And actually, I'm not sure that, like, the watch along is going to be disappointing because the predominance of the
Three-quarters of them we really like
were really fun. And so the watch along, I mean, the ending might not be what you probably wanted in terms of our full enjoyment of the film.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would.
But why would you enjoy that? That's what I want to know.
Maybe a lot of them haven't watched it since maybe at the time.
True.
Maybe at the time. They were like, "This is great. It's for Tamil cinema in 2013." And once again, maybe if you obviously most Indians that are watching Hollywood movies speak English, but like it's quite obvious, like the way they're having the Indians converse, and then when you have the Americans talk, it's a completely different way of
It's unnatural.
Is it because I'm so confused because, like, obviously in a lot of Indian languages it's not like it is in English. Everything's
right
in order. It's like
no,
a lot
the
of times
order is
they
different.
say stuff up here, but then it's actually
Right.
I don't know what that's called. Sorry, but and so I'm wondering if that's one of the weird things in Indian cinema whenever English dialogue is spoken, because they're speaking it like their native language.
That's the other thing you get with
I don't know.
That's the other thing you get with a professional actor. On the day, a professional actor is gonna, no matter who's directing what's going on, a professional actor is gonna ask some questions and say, "Is this really the way I would say that? Because it feels like I should say it this way."
Yeah. And on top of the fact that a lot of times they do dub them, and that also
does
ruins
not
it
help
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Braun?
Let me check. Let me check here.
That's the question of the day for me.
What's his name?
Jerome Flynn. Because I don't think it was. I think he was like related to him or something. At first I thought it was Braun, and then I'm like, maybe it's not Braun. I don't think it. I'm not fully buying that it's Braun.
What was his character's name?
Dawkins?
Dawkins?
Yeah.
John Dawkins?
I think so. Yeah, that's Miles Anderson. It is not Braun. It's a doppelganger.
Yes, exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they related?
Yeah, no. And part of it, if you notice, Jerome Flynn's redhead. Now, granted, you can tie your hair for a role, but yeah, no, boy, is he a doppelganger.
Wow.
Right? Even the voice so often looked like him.
That's
I
wild.
was certain it was Braun
That is wild.
for a hot minute. And then when they were in the park and it got on his face, I'm like, that's not him. Anyway, the superlatives are elevative sound design, production design. We're going up until we hit the 3/4 mark. Production design was solid. I understand you're filming in New York City. That's a tough nut to crack with your continuity. I'll excuse it. Some of the visual effects, I didn't have to forgive as much as I thought I was going to. Thought it was exceptional with the visual effects. That whole battle sequence in the town was excellent.
Obviously, the fight scene that we had reacted to.
Y'all
in the
love
past
the
was
fight
great.
scene.
And there's a lot
love Kamal being the that character he created for his undercover part.
Like a lot of really interesting, kind of gruesome at moments.
Yeah, really wonderfully gruesome.
The guy getting his eye tapped off.
Excellent. Makeup
Yeah.
was elevated.
At the end, the phone and the blood, it was a great touch.
Yeah, really great makeup.
And then obviously some of the fight scenes, arm broke, hand cut off, all that kind of stuff is really fun.
Yeah.
And Miles Anderson actually did a good job. So
Yeah,
hats
he
off-
did. And that's why I thought it was Braun as well, because he actually did a pretty good job. UK, I assume.
Yeah, hats off to you, Miles. None of the other people, though. Fire them all. Anyways.
Oh, score, I thought was exceptional.
Yeah, especially there's sometimes there was a really tense moment, obviously, when Osama bin Laden came on. That was really...
Made us feel like we were in Afghanistan.
Yeah. There's a lot of really nice parts, and then it's just never, ever in an Indian movie you should rely on white people that much. Ever. Or let them speak that much. Ever. Especially in your climax. Ever. Never should that be a thing.
You get what you pay for.
It's just can ruin a movie.
Yeah, it's funny that there'd be people who would try to come to its defense or say it didn't bother them as much. It's like, what? Do you not want to believe what you're watching? How do you believe it when it is that extraordinarily off the mark?
Yeah.
Anyway, we've been harping on all the bad. There was more good than bad in this.
There was. It was just, unfortunately, the bad was really
So
bad
bad
at the end.
Yes. It was, you know what it's like? It's awful. It's like having a really great meal at a restaurant, and then when you get the check, there's a dispute over the pricing, and the manager's an ass, and you leave with this horrible feeling of, I'm never going back, even though the meal... And you're talking about, man, the food was so good, but I'm never going back because of the way the manager treated us.
That's an interesting analogy. Anyways, let us know what you thought about the movie. If you didn't like it, what your thoughts on it are. Did you have the same issues or different issues? Let us know. Let us know on the second one. I haven't heard good things. Most people I've heard it's awful. But you can let us know that. For Kamal, what should be our next Kamal? If this is our first watch along, we need to do more Kamal
watch alongs for sure.
Obviously. Let us know there. What should be our next Tamil film? Let us know that.
And if you're asking us to watch a Kamal Haasan film or any film, before you do, just do a little search on YouTube, put the name of the film in, review, and see if we've already watched it.
If you saw us on YouTube, you saw a very cut version because copyright reasons. The VXC full uncut version of this other films, you go to Patreon, which membership up in the link in the description below. Then come go check that out. And